Hello everyone, my name's Idiotic Synergy, and today we're having a look at Dr. Arachnos. There's a theme here. First it was the Arachnirig, now it's Dr. Arachnos. And honestly, this guy is brilliant. I like the model. I really like the model. His model is so cool. He reminds me of Fabius Bile. It reminds me of a non-Space Marine Fabius Bile. It's just so cool. Also, he's very menacing and terrifying and surprisingly quite good in game compared to other rogue docs. Because usually you get a rogue doc and you never put them in your gang ever because you don't want them to die and they're quite crap in combat. This guy can hold his own. And he's scary. Like, quite good, actually. His melee capabilities alone are very good. Also, I love the mask. The mask looks fantastic. I like the Plague Doctor look. It's very steampunky and it fits Necromunda. I do like it. And I do want this model. I want a couple of Necromunda models. Ultram 8.8. This model. And probably... I don't know. In fact, I just want a bunch of Ultram 8.8s because they're just brilliant. But I also want this model as well. It's such a cool Rogue Doc model. It is such a cool Rogue Doc model. It's menacing. It's creepy. I like how his mechadendrites are all just not equipped to handle medical emergencies. They're just equipped to murder you. He's a rogue doc in the same way I'm a vegetarian. He's just not. He's designed to murder his patients more than to help. But saying that, he's quite a decent rogue doc. I do love the model. I like the giant buzzsaw that he has as well. Like, nothing screams trust me, I'm a doctor like seeing a giant buzzsaw, massive knife, this fucking laser beam, and a servo skull. It's terrifying, but it's a really cool model, and I want one. I want an army of these, actually. I want an army of... I want a gang of nothing but Dr. Arachnos, and each one's a clone of the other. It's like the Gary Vault. That would be quite a fun situation. Also, he's got a gun, a pistol, a las pistol, which, again, is quite good. I had a sneak peek at his rules, and honestly, he's quite good. Let me show you. So, this is the Dr. Arachnos rules, and he's a whopping 100 credits. And it's quite good, actually, for what you're getting for 100 credits. Yes, he only has one wound, and yeah, that's probably the only bad thing I can say. Oh, and his leadership is a bit shit. But as on the whole, his model is quite good. Movement 5, weapon skill, ballistic skill of 4, which is average. Strength, toughness 3, average. Initiative 4, again, it's average. Attacks 2, which is 1 more than Enforcers. This won't turn into an Enforcer video. This won't turn into... Sorry, Enforcers are just the worst gang. The worst gang. And like I said, his leadership isn't that good. But cool and willpower, they're average for Enforcers. But his intelligence is above average for Enforcers. Sorry, I have to get this out of my system. Enforcers fucking suck unless you Chaos Corrupt them or Gene Stealer Corrupt them. His las pistol is also quite good because he can reload it on a 2. Now, I don't know if that's standard for las pistols because Enforcers can't take las pistols. They can take auto pistols and stub guns, but not las pistols. Why? It's just another way to make the player feel miserable. But, you know, standard las pistol and his medical mechadendrites. I hoped I said that right. It would be impressive if I did. You can hit at long range. You don't even need to be in engagement range. He hits people at 3 inches away. It's quite good, but if you are in engagement range, then it's +1 to hit. And good luck, he's got Toxin, so fuck you. It's AP -1 as well, so really just fuck you if you try and fight him, because Toxins are just designed to kill you. Yeah, he's menacing. 2 attacks, hitting on 4s or 3s. It's quite good. It's quite good, and a las pistol that reloads on 2s. Also, his war gear is a bioscanner, mesh armor, and a respirator, meaning that if you try and gas him, he'd be alright. And skills is Medicare. Also, he's a rogue doc, so he has standard rogue doc rules. However, if you do bring him into battle, which you can do, he can attempt to recover seriously injured fighters by making an intelligence check. If the check is successful, the fighter immediately recovers from the serious injury just as if they've rolled a flesh wound on the injury dice. If the check is failed, the fighter goes out of action. I love risk rewards bullshit like that. It's quite fun because you can have a really good game where he just revives, anyone that's down, or you can have a game where he just kills your own men. He can just kill your entire gang. Why? Because fuck yeah. That's why. Oh dear. I was right. He's not a medical man. He just wants to kill everyone. But that's only if you fail the intelligence check, and his intelligence is a 6+, which is very nice. Also, part of the crew, which is what a couple of these hanger-ons have, you have to, if the gang is randomly selected, then you have to put them in, and you have to select them if you have to bring them. You can't just do what a lot of people do with rogue docs and shove them to one side permanently, unless there's a scenario that calls for you to not shove them aside. And also rogue doc, so he has all the rogue doc rules as standard. This guy is quite good for 100 credits, and I recommend you bring him along. Generally, probably one of the better options in Necromunda. Is it as good as a regular rogue doc? No, I don't know actually, because with a regular rogue doc, you can just hide him. You can just hide him away. However, this one can fight for themselves if chosen. So it's sort of a risk-reward thing. Also, the ability of reviving people on the battlefield is very nice. It's a very nice ability, but you have to pass an intelligence check. So there's a risk-reward thing, but honestly, I would bring him along just because he looks cool. But you could probably just use a regular rogue doc if you're concerned about getting your rogue doc killed. However, this one's alright. He's a good model and got some good rules. Anyway, I've been Idiotic Synergy. Thank you for listening to me ramble, and I'll see you next time. Remember, take care, stay safe, and look after each other.